Welcome to the first session of Selling More by Talking Less. I can't wait to dig into this material with you. I thought, but before we get started, might make sense to introduce myself. My name's Bob Marks. That's me right there. And I own a sales training and coaching company called MST Selling System. If you're interested, if you want to check out the site, there it is right there, mstsellingsystem.com. Now, if you go there, here's what you'll see. Blogs, podcasts, free resources, all dedicated to different ideas about selling. And by the way, everything on here is absolutely free. There's nothing for you to buy. Let's talk about this idea, MST. What does that mean? What does that stand for? Well, in the last 15 years of working with salespeople, whether it's one-on-one, in a group session, or, in sessions just like this, here's what I found. That as adults, the way we learn is really broken down into three areas. And here's what they are: mindset, strategy, and technique. So let's talk about that first one, mindset. This is the why, the reasons and the attitude that we're going to bring to what we do. Hey, let me ask you this. Have you ever gone to a seminar, maybe listened to a CD, or if you're old like me, a tape? Or you picked up a book and you're looking for that one great idea. Have you ever picked one of those up? Sure. I think we all have. And we get that one great idea, and maybe we write it down and we tell ourselves, I got to remember that. That's going to make a big impact in my business. But if we don't actually implement that great idea, then really all we did was just write something down. And one of the reasons that I found in the last 15 years of working with people in sales and my own personal experience is that if we don't have a real reason why we want to do something, and frankly, if we don't buy into all those reasons why we would want to do it, then that great idea stays just that, a great idea that doesn't get inside of our business. Now, as we go through this coaching session, Selling More by Talking Less, we're going to be coaching to some ideas on the mindsets, some different ways to look at it. One of the things that I've noticed is the individuals that really perform at a high level, the people that get the most out of this, those tend to be the people that are willing to take a look at an idea, maybe in a different way, and then have the ability to implement it. So that moves us to the second piece, which is strategy. This is the how. How can we put this idea into our business? One of the concepts that we're going to spend time coaching to is one of the big reasons that people in sales typically fail. It's not because they don't want it bad enough. It's not because they're not smart enough, not because they don't have enough willpower. Have you ever blamed not achieving a goal on, man, if I just had enough willpower? One of the things that we'll find out is it's not because of any of those reasons. The real reason that we don't implement the things that we think are a great idea is because the strategy that we're using is almost literally setting us up to fail. So as we coach to some of these mindsets, strategies, and techniques, the go-do type stuff, we're going to talk about how you can implement this in your business. And then the last piece is technique. This is the what can we do today, this week? How can we put this idea into our business and get it to start showing up on purpose? Now, if you like what you see so far and you want to get more in-depth stuff, I have a podcast. It's on iTunes. It's on Stitcher. It's called Selling More by Talking Less. Now, in this coaching session, we're going to be drilling down to some high-level ideas on how you can start making more sales on purpose. But the podcast, Selling More by Talking Less, is loaded with small tidbits of ideas that you can load in to your business so you can have it start showing up on purpose. It's absolutely free. If you're interested, check it out. Some people tell me that they prefer video. Not a problem. Go to YouTube. Look under Bob Marks or MST. And I have a collection of videos, again, where we break down sales ideas into mindsets, strategies, and techniques. Now, if you like it, subscribe. What we're going to be coaching to are some real-world, time-tested ideas. When we pull back a little bit and we take a look at what are we doing, why are we doing it that way, and how can we make it happen on purpose. Now, before we jump into the course, both feet, let's talk about a couple of best practices. I mean, you paid quite a bit of money to be here. Let's make sure you get the most out of it. Again, in the last 15 years of working with people in sales, here's a few things that I've noticed the people get the most out of this put into place. Now, some of these are going to seem obvious, and you're going to say, Bob, why are you bringing that up? I bring it up because it happens. So here's the first one. Keep all your notes in one place. Here's what I'm talking about. It's real easy to start a course like this. Maybe grab a notepad and a pen. Say, hey, if this guy says anything worth mentioning, remember that one great idea? If this guy says anything worth mentioning, okay, I'll write it down. But here's what's really going to happen. As we go through this course, you're going to be thinking about what we're talking about. But also, you're going to have some ideas that have nothing to do with what we're coaching to, but they relate to your business. The odds are pretty good that you've not had a chance in the last couple of weeks, months, maybe even years to dedicate time to thinking about you and your business. So as we go through this, you're going to have different ideas, again, that have nothing to do with what we're coaching to come into your brain. Now, I say keep all your notes in one place. Here's a great concept. Grab a 3-ring binder. Grab a spiral-bound notebook. And I say that because it's real easy to lose those notes if we do it just on a pad of paper. Best practice number 2, keep an open mind. We're going to be coaching to some non-traditional ideas, maybe some thoughts that you've not looked at this way before. Here's what I find. When that little voice in the back of your head starts popping up and you say, this guy's crazy or that'll never work, just for right now, be open and think, what if? Now, I'm not asking you to agree with everything that we're going to be coaching to. But when that little voice in the back of your head starts piping up, says that's crazy, that's never going to work, just stop for a minute. Say, what if? Okay, so here's number 3. And this one, it sounds almost too ridiculous to bring up, but complete the whole course. Here's an interesting fact. Did you know that less than 2% of books that are purchased ever actually get read? I can't tell you how many books that I have on my bookshelf that I bought with the best of intentions that I still haven't opened. Now, it's a little better for an online course, but not much. If you want to get the most out of this, complete the whole course. 2 more, then we're done. The next one is download the audio files. You paid a lot to be here, and I've included as a bonus the audio files. So everything that we're going to be coaching to, you can download, listen to on your phone, burn onto a CD, listen in the car, study up on the go. I did this for a very specific reason. Here's what it is. People tell me that they get just as much out of listening to the audio files after we're done here as they did when they went through it on their computer. Now, I'd love to tell you it's because I'm such an engaging speaker. The real reason is, again, just like with taking notes, it's easy to lose that information, but here's what else happens. As we go through these coaching sessions, some different thoughts and ideas, again, may have nothing to do with what we're coaching to, are going to float into your head. Think about your attention as like the needle on a record. This is the best way I've ever heard it explained. Think about your attention as a needle playing on a record. And when that different thought or that new thought comes into your mind and you start thinking about that, here's what else is happening. I'm still talking. And everything that I'm saying, you're not paying attention to because you're thinking about whatever it is that just popped into your head. You with me? Okay. So as you go through these, you're going to hear things that you missed the first time around simply because you were thinking about something else. Now, here's the last one. Print off the follow-along guides. Studies show that we retain 34% more information just by taking notes. I hope you get just as much out of this as I put into it. If you do, let me make a suggestion. Leave a review, hopefully 5 stars. Here's why I'm asking you to do that. If you can leave a review for this course, other professionals, people just like you, they're also trying to decide what's going to be a good investment of my time, effort, energy, and frankly, their money. Your opinion, it counts. It makes a difference. It takes 12 seconds to do, and it makes a difference for somebody else. As a thank you for purchasing this course, I want to let you know that I have other courses available on Udemy. Now, you already know this. The courses that I have available for individuals to purchase, they're not inexpensive. In fact, they're probably some of the most expensive on Udemy. But because you took this course, I want to make the rest of them available to you, and I want to make it a no-brainer for just $10. All you have to do is enter in the coupon code MST10. You can pick up Voicemail That Makes Money, No Pressure Prospecting, Crush It, Strategies to Follow Up and Reconnect. In fact, out of all of them, Crush It has probably been the most popular so far. I've packed that thing with ideas and strategies, mindset, strategies, and techniques that you can use to reconnect with people that you've already had a conversation with. The people that make the most money in sales, they're the ones that have the ability to leverage conversations they've already had. If you're in the world of B2B sales or even business to consumer, the fourth course is email prospecting with the high value email. This is a pretty short course. There's absolutely no fluff in there. We show you how to get more prospects, more good fit prospects that are going to raise their hand and say, I want to know more. And then the last one, intention. This is the newest course, selling skills, trading actions for results. This is the only program that I know of that's dedicated to salespeople about time management to help you get the most out of your selling day on purpose. Now, all these courses, as you can see, that range anywhere from $500 to $150. If you enter in the coupon code MST10, you can pick up one or all five for just $10 each. Now, let me ask you a question. Are you ready? Let's go.